'cause I've got an internet crush. She's not a celebrity, but she's taken. So can't help falling in love.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So I thought that this week I would do a read with me video because you didn't know I've been reading a lot recently and I just want to get through lots of books that are in my anticipated read for this month and just for the coming future, and I really want to get through these books. I thought I would do like a realistic read with me because even I'm kind of intrigued as to how many books I read in a week. Well, I mean how many pages I read in a week. I feel like this video will be a great way to document that and it'll just be fun reading together, you know? So this week what I'm reading is, actually didn't bring my read. So just yesterday I started reading the Inheritance games, and this was actually an accidental read because I just finished Caraval. I needed to read the second book immediately because that's just the type of book it was, and I did not have the second book, so I've just ordered it and the book came, but it was crumpled and it was torn and I had to return it. So now I'm waiting on the fresh new book, and until I do that I can't stay bookless. I tried yesterday, it was a very hard day, I just can't do it. I started reading the Inheritance games. I just didn't want to start another series while I'm in the middle of one, but you know, girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do, and I am 38 pages in already. I just started reading this last night. So this is the book we're gonna start the video with, and I'm excited to see what book we end up with, if I'm still reading this book or I'm on a new book. So I'll see you here and there when I'm reading the book throughout the week. Let's get started.
It's got the best of me.
So I'm at the part where Avery is given all the money, like all the inheritance, and I badly want to be her. Someone please come and give me all your money. I will happily take it and I will happily buy all the books in the world.
But that don't mean I ain't got eyes. But when the sun comes down, takes off the golden crown that no one's meant to see.
I am on page 60 so far, and I didn't think I would like this book as much as I'm liking it because I'm literally getting through chapters without even noticing how much I'm reading, how much is left, because usually I look at how much of the book is still left, and I'm not doing that, and I still like read. Come on, that is exciting.
I've got an internet crush. She's not a celebrity, but she's taken. So can't help falling in love.
So it is currently 2 a.m. and I am on page 74 and I'm loving the book so far. Again, as I said, I don't notice the book going through, and also the chapters are really short, so it's easy for me to read and it makes me feel like I'm reading a lot. And also the pages are just empty that way. I'm loving it. I think the reason I'm liking it as well is because I've not read a billionaire type book before, and it's about 4 billionaire brothers, and I feel like I really like their dynamic. Their dynamic to, I keep forgetting her name, Avery as well. I'm really excited for this. Hopefully I'll read a bit more and just sleep and continue tomorrow, but if you do the math, that's how many pages I have read today before I sleep.
She's not a celebrity, but she's taken. So can't help falling in love. Can't take the hint and give up. I've got it. Internet crush. Internet crush. Internet.
So I just got back from giving my blood, and let's talk about the book. So I am on page 92, thoroughly enjoying it. It just feels like I am watching a movie that I've never watched before, and it's just a whole new experience for me. Again, the chapters are so short, it makes me feel so successful when I finish a chapter because it's just 2 or 3 pages long. So I feel like that's very exciting if you're someone who's intimidated by long chapters. This one has very short one. I was honestly intimidated by this book because first of all, fantasy. Second of all, not too thin, but like a normal size. I think I'm okay now. I would only read the first book and be it. Getting into a whole new world again, having to go through the whole series. But I feel like I might go through all 4 of the books. Adding a new series to my bookshelf, I'm very excited for it. So,
Well, she's got her hair up top in a messy bun. 1,000 flyaways astray. But when the sun comes down, she takes
takes off her golden crown that no one's meant to see. There's nobody else
So I am on page 122 now. I just received a book package. The previous package that I received of Legendary was ruined and I had to return it. So I returned that and finally got a new copy. It's in a much better shape, which I appreciate. Oh my god, I'm so excited to read this after I finish this because I think I'll be done with this soon.
Hello guys, I have officially stolen the camera. What do I do now? Hi, I guess.
The smoothest stones, sitting with the river's bones, glimmer with the white of passing light in this unknown. And sprouting seeds.
Hello, so it is currently Friday and let's update on the book. So yesterday I read most of the day because I was done with my work early, and I also went to a gathering and I read over there as well. So I got done with a lot of reading. I'm almost halfway through the book. I am on page 216 and thoughts so far, I'm enjoying it. I have noticed that something that's happening is, so basically the end goal is to find out why she was given all this money. I feel like we know that that is the end goal that we want to find out, but I feel like there's just so much happening in the middle as well, between the characters, between the family and Avery, and I feel like that in itself is just so interesting that it makes me forget at times why I'm reading the book. At the start, before I said it out loud, I thought it was a bad thing, but honestly it's a good thing because I'm actually enjoying the whole process of the book, and I love all the twisted games in this. When I read what was written on the top, which was a master of puzzles and plot twists, I was like, what do you mean puzzles? Like, but now I understand. Also, I love the cover as well, especially touching it, the gold and everything. It's beautiful, and I feel like what I'm gonna give this book in terms of rating is probably maybe a 4-star. I don't know, it might be a 5-star, we don't know, but right now I feel like it might be a 4-star. Also, being trapped in a house with 4 handsome boys, a mansion actually. Hello guys, today is Saturday. Yesterday I didn't manage to read too much, which is why I didn't record much, but today is Saturday and I've read until page 238. How many pages did I read yesterday? Let me check my Goodreads, which follow me there if you haven't already. I read 22 pages yesterday because yesterday was just a busy day. Again, enjoying it so far. I've reached the point where something, I think it's the climax, where something like intense happens. Again, I think I'm gonna keep saying the same thing. I love this book so far. I feel like usually with some books, when you're going through like reading the parts before the climax, if I close the book and I put it down, I don't have the urge to pick it up that quickly because I don't know, it just feels like those parts are really boring. But this one is different, which is why I really like it, because I know each time that I'm picking it up something interesting is happening, and also the short chapters really helps as well. I cannot like say enough, I love the short chapters. Like in 2 to 3 pages I feel like I've read a lot. But it also is a negative in some points because I say, oh, just one more chapter, but then I say the chapter is short, so let me read some more, and I just end up reading a lot. I'm gonna continue reading now, and today's Saturday, so I hope to finish this by tomorrow, but we'll see.
She's taken, still can't help falling in love. Can't take the hint and give up. I've got it. Internet crush. Internet crush. Internet crush. Internet crush.
Hello. So right now it is Sunday. Well, technically it's Monday. It is 1 a.m. right now. I finished the book with Jaw Dropped to the Floor. I absolutely love this book and actually haven't given it a rating yet. I'm not sure what I want to give it. I feel like it is a 4-star, but also I loved it so much I feel like it has to be a 5-star. I don't know why my heart isn't going for a 5-star. I also don't like being rude to books. There's nothing I hated about this book. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I enjoyed every single page. I savored it. There was no point in this book where I was like, oh, I'm getting bored and I want to close it. No, each time I was like, I want to leave everything that I'm doing right now and read this book. Like it says, it was impossible to put down. So you know what? Maybe I'm gonna give it a 5-star. I'll give it a 5-star because there's literally nothing that would allow me to give this a 4-star. So I'm gonna give it a 5-star. I loved everything. I loved the characters. I feel like this is the first book that I've ever read where I've loved every single character that we've talked about. I feel like every character just has such a strong personality on their own, and when they all come together, it just makes everything so much better. Twists and puzzles were just so confusing, but it was also so much fun because it felt like I was in the book trying to solve the mystery. It was like I was watching a movie. And as for the count of how many pages I read this week, I mean, if I started the book 372 pages long, so that's how many pages I read, and really enjoyed it. So that was a realistic week in my reading life. I really enjoyed filming this and I really enjoyed this book. I might change it and make it a 4-star later, but right now it is a 5-star for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. It really helps out. Make sure to subscribe because if you're not subscribed, I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Bye from him as well. Bye.
Late